I have this young client that has blood in his urine, and I wanted to understand why he has blood in his urine. I've been working on him for about 2.5 days. If you stay to the end, I'm going to show you the simple remedies on how I got this together. Okay, so I have some information right here in regards to a specific gravity test, SG multi-stick test. This test helps understand what is specifically going on within the body. I also do a pH test to marry up the significance of what this test is trying to express. I have this young client that has blood in his urine, and I wanted to understand why he has blood in his urine. I've been working on him for about 2.5 days, and I have been testing him, I think maybe 1 to 2 times out of the day, predominantly in the morning and at nighttime, to see the progression of the curing process. This young child had blood in their urine, and when I consider blood in the urine, I'm automatically thinking of some kind of infection or inflammation of the bladder, or possibly the kidney, worst case scenario. Either way, just seeing the symptoms allows me to act upon the situation quickly. The urinary tract can get infected, and a lot of times it can be bad food, buildup of food, kidney stones, things of that nature, sugars, overload on the sugars, the kidney is in a failure state, many different reasons. Since this client was so young, I could not see that this person would have kidney failure, and it can possibly happen. But in this situation, by me being a holistic practicer, I always run to the things that help me understand what is going on internally first. So this has been over a course of a few days. The first test that I did, I always take the blood pressure, because the blood pressure numbers will tell you a lot of possibilities of what can possibly happen. So the first time I took these tests, and these numbers may look weird and crazy and everything to you, but I go in and I break these down and understand what's going on. So right here, this test looks very good, and the reason why is because it was worse before. Now these readings say something in particular. In this kidney this infection state, there were some key pointers on here that was very important for me to understand. This right here helps me understand what's going on in the body. If there's sugar in the blood, bilirubin in the blood, ketones, specific gravity, blood, pH, protein, nitrates, all of this, leukocytes, all this stuff can be found in the urine when you use these dipsticks to analyze what's going on inside of it. And you can obtain this and get this from offline yourself, multi-stick 10SG, and it tells you all these things that are in there. What you do afterwards is where the magic happens, because at that point you are able to remedy the problem that's going on. And that's where my holistic practicing, on my holistic expertise come in, because I can go back and say, okay, well, this is going on, let's work on this type of food, this type of supplement to help this person get better. And then what I do is I consistently check and test to make sure that there is improvement going on, because remember, this is holistic, so you want to make sure you don't miss a beat. Any step that you don't take can bring a person to a disease state, because it's not being monitored And it can happen the same way if you were dealing with a doctor and you do not take your health serious. But in this case, I take things very seriously, so I consistently find out how often. So if you can see, I find out the progression in this. Now, the most obvious thing on this one is the purple. The purple is leukocytes, which is white blood cells that's in the urine. In the blood portion, which was number 5 right here, the one above the specific gravity, was very, very, very concerning. As you can see, it was more on the negative side. So this is a little more dried out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it still is on the negative side. So before, this person had this mustard one that I'm pointing to right here. This person had, for the blood, it was at large. It was heavy, heavy, heavy green. And it just blew my mind because, first of all, I can see it inside of the actual cup, the vial that I have. That was day 2 or 3. I'm sorry, day 2. So today, as you can see, he's at a negative according to this test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. I tell you, it was actually green. So also his pH level, which you want to be neutral, which is 7.0. People say alkaline diet. It ain't really all about the alkaline diet. It's about a neutral diet. You want to make sure that you're not too alkaline and you're not too acidic. So you want to be right here in between 6.5 and 7.5. Over here is fine, but you don't want to be too alkaline, okay? So check up on your diet and make sure you do check that. But a very neutral diet is always eating clean, is eating live food, stuff like that. That's a very neutral diet. But the people that are in the world today, we tend to be in between 6.5 and 7.5. That would be considerate, for a healthy diet, fairly healthy diet. This person had protein all up in their urine, and that's because the kidney was most definitely releasing protein because it could not metabolize it. So right here, as you can see right here, he's this is the protein one, the high lime color one. And as you can see, for his protein is in the high yellow. His protein was right here, and I can show you. This is day 1. Day 1, it was at 100. And that's because it was a kidney infection, okay? So protein, he was at 100, right? As you can see, 100 is right here. That was day 1, all right? And then day 2, it became negative. So it went to negative for day 2. The day 3, it went to 30. Okay, it went back here to 30. All right, check that out. All right, from negative to 30. Okay, it was from 100. It is basically because the kidney was, in trouble. It was under pressure. Now today, the 4th testing, protein negative. Yay. See that? And of course it's going to be as such because the kidney is getting better. Another issue was where he had the blood in his urine, and right here it says large. That's day 1. Day 2, it says the same. Day 3 for the blood, it says small. And then right here for the 4th testing, it says negative. Yay. Now you probably asked me, how did you get that? How did you get these numbers to go down? That's where my expertise come in when it comes to being a holistic practitioner. There's so many things that can help you heal your body naturally, and from time to time children do get blood in their urine and their stool. It can be for many different reasons, but it's not common, but it does happen from time to time, and it can be taken care of. Okay, if you're not proficient, then you're going to put your child or your person, or you're going to put anybody in a messed up state if you don't stay persistent, because this is some really serious stuff. So you really have to pay attention to what you're doing if you are practicing a holistic way. I recommend getting some of these, and also some of these, which is the pH stick and 10 SG sticks, to help you understand what you may be going through, or your loved ones may be going through, or even as a practitioner, helping someone else. So, okay, so let's continue with this testing. I just want to show you the progression of the curing process. The leukocytes were very heavy. Now, these are the things that were consistent with the fluctuation of numbers, or the area of concern. His leukocytes were moderate, okay, on day 1. Day 2, it was the same. Moderate is here, okay? First of all, you're not supposed to have any kind of leukocytes in your urine. Okay, leukocytes is basically white blood cells that is in the urine. The reason why is because it's fighting something off, some kind of infection. So this right here shows up on his test. As you can see, it's purple. Okay, before, now I don't mind this being the last, because it's showing that the white T cells are at work. Okay, but when it comes to the protein that was in the in the urine, and the blood, the protein, these two right here, those were heavy concern. The blood is not there anymore, and the protein is not there anymore. So if you stay to the end, I'm most definitely going to show you how I fix this. I'm going to tell you how I fix this, and I'm going to show you the simple remedies on how I got this together. Okay, it's really, amazing how these simple things can help you get to your highest healthy state. So so as you can see right here, his it's moderate. Okay, it's not heavy. It was just crimson purple. Okay, now it's more moderate. Okay, more moderate. So I'm okay with that being the last situation being fixed, because that basically means that the body is at work, and whatever we're doing, it is doing what it's supposed to do righteously. Okay, holistically, it's there to fight that infection, and the infection is being challenged. So I expect this last stick, this last test, to be at its most, because it is the white blood cells taking care of business. Okay, these were my consistent concerns. Okay, they never changed. Everything else stayed the same. Specific gravity, the blood. Third, the blood was getting smaller. Protein in the blood was reducing. The pH level, that was reducing. And by the pH level being high, that can also indicate that this person, the pH, the acidic level is being high. That can also indicate that this person was just having, bad eating. Kids tend to run off and eat sugar all the time, eat funky stuff all the time, and don't eat enough healthy stuff, so they can have a more acidic diet. This is a more acidic diet. This is a more alkaline diet right here. Like I said, 7.0 is the neutral. You'll probably find that in a newborn or a monk, but for the most part, you are supposed to be within 6.5 and here. So these are the more neutral diets, not alkaline diets, but neutral diets. This is more alkaline. You don't want to be that alkaline either. Okay, so being in these areas is just totally rad. Anyways, yes, I did say rad, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. I wanted to share the how this progressed. I could have shown you this at the beginning, but it got away. But I just wanted to show you the documentations, because I most definitely documented everything that I needed to understand and see. And as you can see right here, this is day 1 of the test, that his urine was red. A lot of times when you have protein in it, it would come out a little, you know, some turbidity or whatever, but you know, little small particles or whatever. There wasn't anything in it for me to actually see, but I most definitely seen some red urine. So I am just sharing this to show you how holistic practicing is one of the better ways to go, because you do not have to worry about taking medications over and over. The best way to heal the body is to get the body started, cranked up on its own by doing the things that it can do naturally. Feed the immunity, and then the body will work itself out as long as you give it the proper tools to take care of itself. So there you have it. I hope this was helpful to someone. Please grab some of these. You can get them online. You can get them from here. You can get them from there. It doesn't matter. But you can get them from Walmart. But always check your pH balance and try these out. You know, these are very professional. This is FDA approved. And the doctors use this, okay? This is how they tell you, oh, you have an infection, you know. They tell you from here, or you have a liver issue, or you have bowel in your urine, or you have this, or you have that. They tell you, this is what it is. This right here. It's called the multi-stick tennis sheet. Bam. Right? Simple. Simple. And I test all of my clients with this and that. And from this and that, I go to work. Okay? These are my secret weapons. I go to work. Boom. So don't be afraid to invest in your health. Don't be afraid. If you guys need any kind of assistance when it comes to holistic practicing, then, you know, give me a holla, and my link, you can check out my site, www.333healing, and also reach out to me through comments. You know, if you have any questions or concerns about certain things, you can also check out some of my locations on where I am in the description below. Okay, so the moment you guys been waiting for, what it was that helped me get these numbers back into a proper state. I'm going to show you in a second. Hang tight. Here it is. It's simple cranberry juice. 100% cranberry juice. Okay, it is not ocean spray. It is 100% juice. Cranberry juice. Okay, not from concentrate. As you can see, it has no added sugars. It has no added sugars. It's just its natural sugars. But mind you, this stuff is so bitter. I gave this to them about 3 times out of the day. Maybe 4 ounces, 2 to 4 ounces a day. And I also had some lemon water. I gave the lemon water to them every day in the morning, and made sure that they had that nice kidney flush. Okay, so it's just as simple as that. So I hope this is helpful for you. This stuff will help bring the kidneys to a very clean state. It will get it back on track. And also regular stuff like baking soda water will also help. So best wishes to you guys, and I hope you fix your issues naturally before you run to some over-the-counter remedies or some prescribed remedy. In 2 days, 2.5 days, to stop that burning and the blood. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this video. If you didn't, let me know. Share your thoughts, and I'll be happy to converse with you so we can improve each other's health all kind of different ways. Until then, take care, best wishes, and ciao.